Hey guys and girls, it's Wednesday the 23rd of September 2020 and today is a very special day. It's our 1 year anniversary to the day that Gina and I got into our motorhome and drove to Portugal. Let's get straight into it. This video is basically just to talk about how Gina and I got to this point where we've sold our house and we're moving to Portugal and we're going to buy a farm and going to duck out of the conventional way of doing things. I had been working for a long time in e-commerce, online marketplaces and online stores. I had my own business, online retail business for 5 years. After that closed down, I started working for a really large company heading up the e-commerce department as an e-commerce manager. That was basically the career I'd built for myself. The money was good, but I hated what I did. Like you get like 3 weeks a year where you can actually have to yourself, as holiday. Yeah, I was absolutely miserable. I quit that going on 2 years now. Just been trying to find out what to do. I've been looking at all sorts of different career paths and stuff. None of them really seemed to grab me. I just didn't want to do any of it. I was looking at other businesses that I could start. Just nothing really seemed to resonate with me, Anyway, I turned 40 this year, and in April we were lucky enough to go to Thailand, and I was sitting on the beach. I thought to myself, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? Basically having a midlife crisis. Realizing that the retirement age in England is like, I don't know, what is it, 67 now? It keeps going up. And that if I'm 40 in 27 years' time, the retirement age is going to have gone up by so much that I'll probably need to be about 75 or 80 in order to retire. And so I'd probably have to work another 35 to 40 years. And that is just the most depressing thought. I thought to myself, what the hell am I going to do? How am I going to escape this? So that's how I got to this point, where I realized, okay, something has to change. I have to do something different. All the options available to me are make money so that you can pay your mortgage, you can pay all your bills, and that current way of living, I'm going to have to leave that. If I carry on living like that, then I need to have one of these regular jobs. I started looking around and I realized that, like our house, as beautiful as it is, if I wanted to, I couldn't keep sheep, I couldn't keep cows or whatever, because it's a house. It's not a farm. It's not a small holding. Land in England's super expensive. So if I wanted to buy a farm in England, I just don't have the money. I started looking at other countries, the UK, Wales, Italy, France, Germany, Spain, Thailand, and the one that really struck with us was Portugal. Portugal had a lot of really cheap farms, so you can buy a large amount of land. The planning permissions are a lot easier to come by. There's ways that you can live on the land legally, without living in a house. And all of this started to make a lot of sense. I was looking at it and going, wow, if we sold our house, we could buy one of these things outright and have money left over to develop it, have a tourism business or be growing most of our own food, keeping animals, just living a completely different life. So this was the idea. We went and visited Portugal a couple of times and we saw some farms. We've put our house on the market. So like 2.5 months, our house sale is complete. So today actually the house sale went through and now we're just about to move. The whole process is moving forward. We went to Portugal, we've rented a property. We are going to be moving to Portugal in 1 week. That's kind of like the story so far. Okay, so it's September the 17th. That's Tuesday. We've got to be out of this house in 7 days' time. We haven't even started packing yet. We've spent the last month or so with no real sort of news, and then a whole bunch of hiccups and things to do with surveys, and it was just a nightmare. And we were starting to wonder whether or not the sale was even going to go through and if we'd be stuck in England for another winter. And yeah, it was all getting a bit stressful. So the plan is we've got to have the house packed and have the contents of our house shipped off to Portugal by Monday, which is in 6 days' time, which is going to be quite stressful. We haven't even started packing yet. Once the house gets collected on Monday, we're probably going to have to sleep in our camper van. So we'll be living out of this van for a couple of days. So we're going to pack the house up on the Monday, get into the van and drive across to Portugal. We're probably going to leave in the morning on the Tuesday, which is in 7 days' time. Try and get down to the Eurotunnel, catch the train over, drive through France, Spain and then into Portugal. This is the plan. The reason why we're driving is because of these guys. We got our dog, and he's quite a big old doggy. And then we've got some cats. When we started looking at what it would cost to actually fly these creatures over, and the fact that it would probably completely freak them out, we realized that actually we'd be saving some money and we could just buy ourselves a camper van. So we got this van, a really good price. I think we paid like £3,600. It's a great car. The engine is in really good condition. We've had it fully serviced and everything. It starts every time. I've put on a nice solar system. We've got two 100-watt panels on the roof, and we've got a 20-amp solar charger, a Victron inverter. We've been able to run TVs and charge all of our stuff, like our drones and phones and laptops and computers. So we're all pretty much ready to go. This is going to be probably quite a stressful part of the journey. When I say journey, I mean the process of emigrating to a new country and buying a farm and starting all of that. I think that there's going to be a lot of dramas happening between now and then, most probably. But with the right attitude, I think that both Gina and I are going to pull through this. It's going to be an amazing experience, and we're going to have memories that are going to last a lifetime. It's moving day today, and I'm just I'm chilling out in the camper van because there's all sorts of chaos going on in our house at the moment. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. That's the removals van in the background there. Algarve Removals. That's got to fit all of our stuff. Good luck with that, guys. I'm actually a bit worried that it's not all going to fit in there. Today is bittersweet. We say goodbye to a beautiful house that served us so well for almost 8 years now. We give that up so that we can move on to greener pastures, hopefully. Depending on what attitudes we have towards it, this can either be like a huge ordeal, or we can just have fun with it. We can choose whether or not we want to like freak out and stress out and, you know, turn this into a horrific experience, which traveling isn't the best, really. You know, when, you know, me, I personally prefer to be at my destinations, and I hardly ever take the time to actually enjoy the traveling part. So it's about changing my attitudes towards things so that I can enjoy this. It's a cool experience, you know. We've got no jobs to answer to. We don't have to ask for leave or be anywhere at any particular time. We're going to be in a camper van with all of our creature comforts. We're going to have all the things that matter to us with us, like our pets, important possessions. And we will be on the open road traveling through Europe. And then we've got a place to go to. We've got that house that we've rented in Portugal. No real sort of time limits, so we can do what we want. What an amazing experience. Yeah, it's just important that we just create the reality that this is a cool, exciting adventure, and that's what it'll be. So wish us luck, and we shall see you soon. We're just having a little moment just to relax before we get on with the rest of the trip. We're in the camper van now with the cats. The house is all packed. We've shut the door for the last time, which is kind of sad because this has been our home for almost 8 years. It's difficult, you know, it's difficult to leave a place that's been your home and your comfort zone and your safe place for such a long time. And we're doing something pretty wild, really, you know. It's kind of scary and it's exciting. All of these feelings and emotions get quite confused. You've got the cats in here, the dog's down there, Gina's up front. Yeah, unfortunately we've had to take way too much stuff in this camper van with us, but yeah, we're going to make the most of it. We will check in probably while we're on our way. We're on the road, guys. We're on the road. Good morning, Gina. Yeah, so we've had a few hours sleep, or not sleep.
A few hours laying down.
And it's 4:18 in the morning, and we're on our way back to the Eurotunnel. It is 4:30 in the morning. We've been up since about 3. It's been a long night, basically. We're at the Channel Tunnel now. We're just in the parking lot. We're going to be boarding in about half an hour's time. Our train is going to be at 5:45. It takes about half an hour or so. So I think what we're going to do is hop the channel. When we arrive on the other side, we're going to drive for about an hour or so and get out of Calais. Maybe take the coastal road and try and see if we can find a nice place to park. And then try and see if we can have a little bit of rest. We're starting to board now. Here we go. Look at this.
Hi.
Cool. Check this out. Wow. This is freaky. Wow, look at this. So we're driving our motorhome onto a train. This is amazing. How cool is this? Jeez. So this train is going to take us through the Eurotunnel, which goes underneath the sea between between here and France. Pops up again in Calais in France. And there you are, bumper to bumper. Hey, calm down, dog, calm down. It's okay. Yeah, we're going to take this train.
It's been a long one.
It's been a very long one. Yeah, we are both shattered. We're both absolutely shattered. It's a very wet and windy day in France right now. We are resting up a little bit because it was a very restless night. And the kitties. And Gina and the doggy. So yeah, it's wild weather out there, man. Very, very wild weather.
Turn left onto D940.
So we're leaving our little camping ground because this weather is just terrible. Yeah, not ideal driving conditions. So we're going to a place called Montville. It's near a big town or city called Rouen. Weeks. What's happening with your lips? What's going on with those lips, dude? Alright, so here we are. It's like a little dam lake. A whole bunch of geese and ducks. And we're in some like little town. We camped up for the evening in this spot. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it's free. It's not really, well, it's not wild obviously, but there's no electrical hookup or anything. There is actually free Wi-Fi, and it's a free camp spot, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, Gina's just gone down to the shops. She's going to go and get some stuff for us to chow. We do actually have food in the van, but it would be interesting just to see what's actually out there, you know. Good morning. It's day 3.
2.
No, well, day 3. We set off on Monday, and it's Wednesday.
Day 2 in France.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, so day 2 in France. And so today we were looking at Google Maps on how we can get to where we need to go in central Portugal, and it's a long way. It's like 1,500 kilometers or something, and we're in a very slow camper van. So I mean, we do like 50 miles an hour top speed. So yeah, it's going to take us a while. So we're going to head off today. We're going to drive about 2 hours, and then we're going to stop. It's like a national park, and then we're going to see how we feel, and then try and drive a bit more, and you know, just do that type of thing. The weather in France is terrible for the next week. It's like really bad weather, so it's just raining every day, and the wind's blowing, and it's quite cold. Whereas in Portugal, the weather's actually pretty good. So you know, so we want to get down to Spain and Portugal as quickly as possible, really. So we're leaving Montville now, and we're heading to a place called Seas. We've changed our plans. We're no longer driving to Seas. We're going to go through there, and we're going to push and see how far we can get towards Bordeaux. It's about, it says on the map here, it says it's 343 miles away, so
50 minutes to where 11
we're definitely not going to be doing that today. But we've just put it into the sat nav, and we're going to see how far we can get. We did about another 70 miles. We've got about 170 miles per day of driving to do if we want to get to Portugal within the next 5 days. It's quite a lot of driving to do when you've got a slow camper van.
Left onto Quai de Portian.
So we're in a place called Tours. Well, it's spelled Tours, so I don't really know how it's pronounced. Cool. Well, this is obviously the camping site.
Destination is on your left.
Right, so we've arrived at a little camp spot. I actually don't know what the location is, but I'll write it in text on the video here, so you know. We're just letting the cat stretch his legs. The other cat is sitting indoors. Looks like she's eating. And Masak is keeping guard. Come on, boys. Eat your dindins. We're sort of stuck to the camper van, you know, because because we've got the cats, and we can't really take the cats and the dog and everything to a restaurant or anything like that. So, you know, we're sort of stuck in there, which in a way is a little bit crap, you know. We got this amazing trip, and we sort of can't leave the camper van alone. Good morning. It's 7:55. It's day 4. We had a bit of a restless night last night, only not because of her. She was very good. Not because of him. He was also very good. because of this guy. This guy wanted out. He totally wanted out. He had cabin fever last night. So yeah, he was going ballistic. Scratching the floor and jumping all over my face. So yeah, it was a bit of an unpleasant night. He seems to have calmed down a bit now though. So our fuel gauge is broken. It's been stuck on full for the last almost 100 miles, which is definitely not true. So considering that that's the only thing that's broken in a 30-year-old car on a long trip, it's not too bad. We have 222 miles till Bordeaux. So we've done about 100 miles. And we're going to pull into this rest stop and chill out for a little bit. Just having a cup of tea. This weather hasn't really improved in the 4 days that we've been traveling. So we've done another 60 miles since our last stop, and we have 75 miles left till Bordeaux. We're arriving at this chateau. There's a whole bunch of vineyards, and apparently at 5:30, at 5:30 they have like a wine tasting. It's almost 5 now, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go and enjoy that. This is free parking for 48 hours. They've got electrical hookup, water. Nice. This is cool, man. Look at this place. So I guess we just got to find ourselves a spot. So yeah, this is a pretty cool place. It's like this beautiful chateau with like vineyards, and they've just got a spot where you can park for free for 48 hours. So obviously there's a whole bunch of people just parked up here. They've got like electrical hookup as well, and it looks like you could just plug in there and use the electricity. They've also got like free water and chemical toilet disposal and everything. Apparently at 5:30 there's like a wine tasting. So this place has got quite a cool looking restaurant over here. I'm just at the wine tasting, and there's like a really stunning wine that I'm just tasting. And then this is the restaurant. This is quite a stunning winery. They got some amazing, well, they got some amazing prices. I'm like, wow, look at these. Look at this place. Beautiful. So it's been a good day. We've traveled a lot of miles. We've done some cool stuff. And now it's time to go to bed. Good morning. What is this now? Is this day 5? Where are we? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yes, this is day 5, 7:46. We're trying to get an early start to the morning so that we can head into Spain today. Spain is about 4 hours and 20 minutes away. We're a lot slower than a regular car, so we want to have an early start. So we've just left our lodgings.
Spain!
Yeah, we're going to head to Spain. So the weather in Spain's a lot better. I think it's going to be like 27 or something and sunny. So I'm looking forward to that. The dog is all settled down for the trip, and the cats, let's see where the cats are. The girl cat on the left, she's alright, but the boy cat on the right, the big one, he's been having a really rough time. He really doesn't like traveling at all. He starts shaking, and yeah, it takes him a couple of hours after we've stopped to calm him down, you know. Well, the weather's a lot better the closer we get to Spain. We're probably about 50 miles away from the Spanish border. We're 100 miles away from where we're going to be going, which is like a national park area. We've just crossed over the border into Spain, and we stopped off at some like truck stop area. Yeah, Gina's a bit tired, so we've been driving since like 8:30 this morning, and it's 1 o'clock now. So here's where we're getting the water from. I'm going to put some water in. This is our main water tank that we use for like the shower and all of that. So yeah, so each of these holds 5 liters. I have no idea how big the water tank is, but I mean, you can have a shower running probably for about 10 minutes or so. Okay, so we filled up with water. Needles all the way up at the top. Nice and full. Finally, we got some great weather. I got a feeling we're going to have a very hot night tonight. This is the Tunnel of Love. It's actually not the Tunnel of Love, but I'm going to pretend it is. On the left here we have Mount Everest. You see just behind, there we go. That's actually not Mount Everest. My little space cadet is spacing out. Boiky boiky. Hello my little sausage. Are you spacing out? So now we're going up some mountain pass by the look of it. And it's very narrow. I mean, I hope it's not 2 ways. Wow, look at these horsies.
Very pretty horses.
Yeah.
They've got bells on. .6 miles. Turn left onto Calais Guyencarling.
Wow, okay, so this is pretty. This is some national park. So this is the place, Camping Urbasa. I'm just waiting for the reception to open up. Now look, what's that? There's a donkey. So we've arrived at this Camping Urbasa place, or whatever it's called, and yeah, it's really pretty over here. It's very green. I wasn't expecting that. There's donkeys with like bells around their necks all over the place. Beautiful rock formations. I mean, look at the sky. It's hot. I mean, it's exactly what I want right now. Hello, donkey. Hello. Yeah. Look at you. Hello. So yeah, this campsite's a little bit fuller than I was expecting. Since we've parked up here, there's like quite a few people who've just rocked up. Good morning, everyone. It is 8:30. We've had a nice sleep. We've just woken up at this caravan park. Good morning, Boykie. And we're on the road. Everyone parks so close to everyone. I don't know. It's bizarre. They've kind of parked us in, so now we have to do some crazy maneuvers to get out. I don't understand when you've got like this entire park and all this space, and they all just park right on top of each other. So you can never really see so these roads are slightly windy. Some of these hairpin bends going down a big mountain.
The mountain is bigger than Nimbus, apparently.
So we're down the mountain and we've just put in the address to our house. Our place is 5 hours and 23 minutes away in a regular car, 607 kilometers. We're going a lot slower than a regular car. So we're driving through Spain now. You can see it's getting a lot drier. There's lots of mountains all over the place. So it's quite warm now. It's 3:06. We're going to be going to a town called Palencia. I found a nice place for us to park off. They got like free parking and free Wi-Fi and stuff. One of the cats, that cat there, that one just over there in a nook, she's just done the stinkiest poo in the cat litter tray. And because we're driving, we can't exactly stop right now and sort it out. I don't think she's covered it up properly.
At the roundabout, take the second exit
proper
onto
stinky.
Avenida de Madrid.
It's proper stinky. So we're in Palencia. So we're at a new parking spot, which is in a place called Palencia. It's not really my kind of place, to be honest. it's had really high reviews, search for sites or whatever. Like I'm talking, people are raving about it, giving it a 10 out of 10, how amazing it is. It is flat and there's free electricity. Well, if you get it, but I don't think you can get it because all these guys look like they've got it. There's also free Wi-Fi, but you have to fill up at the guy's petrol station, which I don't mind doing. Yeah, it's really sunny. It's very, very, very warm. I mean, I'm sitting in this chair at the moment and I feel like I'm on holiday in like, you know, like when you go on holiday to the Mediterranean. That's pretty much what the sun feels like right now. So, you know, and we're in the end of September. Not my type of camping spot, but it'll do. It'll do. So today's mainly just been about driving these cats crazy. No, no, driving loads and loads and loads. All right, I woke up because there's a giant spider and it really is big. And we're in Spain, so we don't know what the hell this thing is. It's like a tarantula looking thing. And this thing was running all over me while I was sleeping, and it actually woke me up. And I thought I might have been dreaming it, but nope. So, I'm not saving this one, I'm sorry. This guy's going down. Yeah, it's like 1 in the morning. Anyway, wish me luck, everyone. If this is huge. Alright, I'm usually one for saving spiders and things. But this is like I don't even know what the hell this is. I'm in a whole new country, and this thing, it's all small now, but this thing's covered in hairs, has a huge abdomen. I mean, this looks like some kind of crazy tarantula type thing. Yeah, it's got big old fangs on the front there. Look at the size of those fangs. So yeah, I don't know what this is. I think it's a tarantula. I'm sorry everyone, I had to kill it. There's no way that I could let this thing lie in bed with me. So yeah, I'm going to kill him properly. I think he's still moving. Yeah, so in case anyone's wondering, this is the book that saved us. It wasn't anything inside the book, but it was the actual book itself. I used it to basically crush the spider. Gina's first aid manual saved the day. My heart is pumping right now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep again. Jeez. Good morning. It is 7:52 and it is morning. My sleep wasn't so good because I was convinced that there were spiders all about after going back to bed last night. Anyway, we need to hit the road early today because we've got a lot of ground to cover. So we're just entering the grey water out the holding tanks. This is like where all of our dishwashing water and all of that stuff goes. Are we on the road? We're on the road. We have 376 kilometers ahead of us. There we go, look at that. Portugal, 193 kilometers away. So the dog's not very impressed. He's got the floor at the moment. And Boyki is taking the entire bed. Kilometers. Portugal, 40 kilometers away to the border. As you can see, the vegetation is changing yet again. It's much greener, there's a lot more shrubbery. Spain was looking very dry. There was a lot of farming going on, a lot of empty fields, just full of dust. So here's the Portuguese-Spanish border. Thank you, Granddad, for my for my EU citizenship. We've just gone through the border of Spain into Portugal, and we're sort of in central Portugal now. We're heading towards Garda. We have been there before on our last trip to Portugal. We have been with these pets. We've been in England, France, Spain, and now Portugal. These pets are now seasoned world travelers. I mean, look at them. Look how calm they are. We're hurtling along inside a box, and they're just having a good old sleep. And now we are heading to this campground, which is near a place called Gouveia. This thing is probably wrong. It's saying it's 33 degrees. It might be 33 degrees in the car. I don't know, but it's definitely not 33 degrees outside. But I would say it's probably about 28. Okay, so we've arrived at Quinta de Sagonas. This is our camping ground for the night. I mean, listen to the sound of the leaves rustling. It's all green. This is our first Portuguese campground with the motorhome. Well, we're nice and settled in. We have some Portuguese beer, and this stuff is really good. It's actually so good that look, who's drinking some. Jean is actually drinking a beer, and this never happens. We're about half an hour away from where our house is, but we're still in the same national park, which is on this mountain in the background, the Serra da Estrela Mountains. So that's where we're going to be living. Well, for the short term, while we go looking at different properties and different farms and things. We have a fly problem. The video is probably not going to pick these up, but there are flies absolutely everywhere. We are desperately trying to get rid of them. I'm not going to lie when I say that there's about 50 of them inside this camper van, and they're just everywhere. And we need to get rid of these guys before night time, otherwise we're going to have a bit of a problem. So we have a serious fly problem going on. There's no open feed or anything in here, and they are just, look at them, they're all over the roof. I mean, they're flying everywhere and just landing all over me the whole time. It is so bad. I mean, they aren't like blue bottle flies or anything, but I mean, just look at this. And we got to sleep in here tonight. What on earth is going on? I mean, we've been staying in this caravan for like 7 days and we've never had this problem. I mean, we got the windows open to try and get them out. Look at this. I've never seen anything like this. It's like a plague. Okay, so it is 6:56, and earlier on the estate agent came around and gave us the keys to our rental property. Woohoo! So we can go first thing tomorrow morning. Well, we really want to go now, to be honest, because we've never seen so many flies in our life. I mean, the carpet is just covered in them, and we are just annihilating them. I mean, look at this. We've just stuck up a fly strip.
No, that's not the worst one.
That's just one of them. And then this is another one. And this is, I mean, we didn't have a single fly in here an hour ago. And now just look at this. I mean, this is just, and they're everywhere. I mean, they are still everywhere. So, I don't know what the hell's going on. How's it going in there, Gina? What do you think? You've killed about 200 and there's probably only about 50 or 100 left now. Unbelievable, these flies. How many flies are left?
10.
10?
I reckon.
From what, like 200?
For about 1 million. Honestly, look at that fly paper.
Yeah, I know, I've already shown them.
That one's got nothing on it.
I've already shown them the fly paper, yeah. Get him, Gina. Get him. Get those flies. Good morning, everyone. What are we on now? Day 8? Now we drive to our new place. First of all, we have to stop for water. The water to our new place is not turned on yet, so so basically we won't have like flushing toilets and stuff. We've managed to get the electricity turned on, but it looks like we're going to have to use Bob for a little bit longer until we get water. So this is our new neighborhood. This now is, I know I keep saying, oh, this is our neighborhood, but this really is our neighborhood now. This is Mangual de Serra. We're just trying to get to our new place. The problem is it's up on the top of the hills there, and access is like crazy with these roads. I mean, we already knew this, but now we thought that there was going to be an easier way to go, but geez, all of them are involved like 45-degree inclines. And this is obviously an old car that's 30 years old that weighs 3.5 tons. So we're going to give this a go. But this should be good. We've come up with a good plan, and there's a good way around. It was a very, very gnarly drive up here. There were 3 different routes, and all of them involved 45-degree angle inclines. Like, I can't actually believe that we managed to get the car up there. So anyway, so this is our place. Got the gates open. There is no lawn or anything down here, but no one here for quite a while. I love these little plants though. So so we're going to be staying here for a month or 2 or perhaps 3 while we look for our farm. There is a sort of an outside storage area here. The gate's closed so we can have the dog running around in here. So so you go down, and this is our front door, and when you go in there's We've got the doors shut at the moment because the cats are running around loose and we don't want them to get outside just yet. This door leads into the kitchen. And there's the kitchen. There's like a fireplace in the kitchen, which is pretty rad. Now I'm definitely going to be using my big cast iron pot to make stews in here. And all the mod con appliances. That's the other door. This is the other door that you can get to from the front door. I'll show you there in a sec. This is one of the bedrooms. Nice flooring. It's got a window on the side that looks out into the garden. So there's radiators in here. Apparently it's all fed from the... yeah, it's fed from the back boiler, which is on this fireplace over there. Some lovely views on this little balcony. Check this out. So we're up in the Serra da Estrela Mountains. We have another bedroom over here. And this bedroom has some lovely views as well. And then we have another room here. Let me just open this up. This is basically a like a closet area. So you've got like storage and stuff for clothing. I think I'm going to put like my computer desk here. And then there's another bathroom over here. So there's a bathroom and a toilet, a radiator. And then if we go through this door, this is the front door that we came in through. And it's nice and light in here looking out at the garden. And through here is another bathroom with a shower. And a proper shower cubicle and mirror and all of that stuff. So, all pretty cool. Now at the moment we don't have any of the water switched on, which is a bit unfortunate. At 2 o'clock we're going to go down and see if we can get that switched on. But for the time being, we don't have any water. We do have electric though. What do you think, Doug? Wow. This is lovely. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like running water down there. That's where you can just fill. It's like a natural spring. And I mean, look at these views. That over there is where we came down. And then you have to go around and up. And this is about a 30-degree angle going all the way up here. And then all the way up here. And around the corner. And into the parking spot. This is how we get to our place. It's the road we had to take Bob up. I mean, check this out. The problem with phones is they never show you how steep something is. And right now we're probably doing, I'd say, a 20% gradient. Now it's getting steeper. And it's very narrow. Oh. Hello, Gina. Yeah, so that's our balcony over there. Anyway. Oh. Alright. And then that's the rest of the gradient. I mean, you can see, look at that house over there, look at the angle of the house. So yeah, we nearly killed the car coming up here earlier on today. Cheers everyone. Here's to a good job done. It's been a long week. It's been a really long week. We left on a Monday, and here we are on a Monday. So, yeah.